What up, though? What's cracking, Scorpio? I hope that all of my beautiful and my handsome Scorpios out there are doing well. All right, you guys. So let's get into it. I already got some energies out here. We got some messages out here. So let's pull. Let's see what it is that you need to know here. Okay. So we got mystery. So you guys, if you tuned in, so I think to that first live I did. Some of you guys could have been dealing with someone. And it was like dealing with this person. It was a whole mystery. Some of you guys, you may like, mysteries and crimes and things that you have to solve, but you didn't want to solve this person or solve this puzzle when it came to this person. You see what I'm saying? You were very forthcoming. You opened up to this person, told them about yourself, maybe some things that you had been through in your past, and this is someone that just sat there and absorbed it in. They were listening, but they never revealed their true self to you, okay? So for some of you guys, you were dealing with some person or dealing with someone that was a whole ass mystery. This person never revealed their true selves to you. You never saw this person for who they truly were. I feel like for some of you guys, this person portrayed themselves to be one way, but they really were another here, okay? Because we got pump faking. All right, pump faking mean this is someone who will make you think one thing, but it really is another one. So I feel like this is someone who I feel like they made a lot of empty promises. Okay, promise I'm gonna do this, promise I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna work on myself. I'm gonna change. I'm gonna be that man. I'm gonna be that woman you need me to be. But this is someone that cannot step up to the plate. This is someone who cannot be in that type of energy. So they gave you a lot of pump fakes. You know what I'm saying? They always kept you in this energy of waiting for them to do this and waiting for them to do that. So I feel like right now, Scorpio, shit, you in this energy of blocks, all right? For some of you guys, you have blocked this person. If you haven't blocked them from your phone and on social media, you have energetically blocked this person. You are no longer wanting to communicate with this person, deal with this situation. You don't want to be within reach. You don't want this person to be pulling on your energetic cord. You see what I'm saying? You don't want to be thinking about this person. You don't want to be dreaming about this person. You just want to live your life right now, okay? You want to focus on you and do the things that you need to do. Because this person that we're talking about here, baby, they lived in this fairy tale ass world. They lived in a make believe world because they refused to accept reality. So I feel like for some of y'all tried to help this person. You kind of sit back and watch, and if you sit back and listen to people talking things of that, especially when they talk about their goals and things that they want for themselves, like you start to realize this person was a little delusional. Things that they wanted for themselves. I'm not saying that you can't have great things and you ain't supposed to dream big, but the things this person was trying to have, you was like, dude, you're not going to achieve that shit, not by the way the things and how you handle life right now. You see what I'm saying? And so I feel like you were dealing with someone who did not want to live with their reality. Maybe there was some people around them, some family members. They could have had some toxic friends, family members. Like this could have been someone who was like on this path to destruction. But man, the person that you are, Scorpio, you was trying to help this person. You was trying to guide them. You was trying to show them the way, but they ain't want to listen to that shit because they refuse to accept their reality. They ain't want to accept the fact maybe their mom and daddy was toxic, or maybe they had some toxic ass family members, or even maybe they came from a toxic ass background here. They didn't want to see that type of truth, okay? You were dealing with someone who wore this blindfold. But the thing was, Scorpio, they weren't blind to nothing. They just chose to see whatever the hell they wanted to see. So this is someone, like I said, they were delusional. Really, if they wanted to see some particular things, they're going to peep around their blindfold. They're going to let it down a little bit so they can see what they need to see. But 9 times out of 10, this person walked around with this blindfold on because they didn't want to see their truth. This is someone who did not want to see the truth of their life or the people around them. This is someone who always wants to be in that energy of the now here, okay? All right, so let's pull just a little bit more. For some of you guys, we can be talking about your twin because I pulled this card. Well, I split open the deck and this card came out, okay? For some of you guys, we can be talking about your divine counterpart here. Don't have to be. All right, so let's pull some messages. Let's see what happened between you and this person, what's going on here. Because whoever this person is, they didn't want you to see their true self. And we're going to see why. What this person was hiding or what it is they didn't want you to see here, okay? All right, messages for my Scorpios. Tell us more about this situation. Tell us more about this connection that Scorpio shared. For some of you, like I said, this could have been your divine counterpart. Doesn't have to be. All right, messages for Scorpio. Tell us more. Tell us more about this person and this situation for Scorpio. All right, I'm ready to change my player ways. So for some of you guys, you was dealing with a player. You was dealing with someone who always wanted to keep their options open, okay? So for some of you, you could have been dealing with someone who was like in a page of wands energy. You know, they could have been exploring their options when they met you guys. You know what I'm saying? Not wanting to settle down, not wanting to commit themselves to just one person. Like this is somebody who felt like shit, I got too much going on just to be with one person. So they were a player here. You know, a player, a playette, y'all take it how it resonates. But whoever this person is now, Scorpio, they are ready to change their player ways, okay? They don't want to make you these empty promises. They don't want to tell you things just to be telling you this shit, okay? This is someone who want to say what they mean, but also mean what they say. All right, so tell us more. So you could have been dealing with someone who was dealing with not only you, but dealing with other people as well. All right, tell us more. Messages for my Scorpios. I love you, Scorpio. Tell us more about this connection here. All right, for some of you guys, this person didn't have time for you. All right, so some of you, you would take off work. You know, you'll hit this person off like, hey, I'm getting off at this time. You know, you gonna come over. They'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna come over. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And then you'll get yourself all set up, get the house clean. You know what I'm saying? Put your smell goods on and whatnot. And then this person will never show up. You see what I'm saying? This person always made you feel like they didn't have time for you. You would reach out to this person, you know, want to share some good news or just want to talk to them because you enjoy talking to this person. They'll never pick up the phone. You know, you'll message them or whatever, and then some of you guys, y'all had a phone. You hit them on social media or something. You seeing this person sit here and read this doggone message, but they'll never reply to your message. And I feel like with this person being in this type of energy and how they treated you, they made you question your worth, Scorpio. I'm been in that same shit. You know what I'm saying? This person made you question your worth because you was like, damn, why they ain't got time for me? But then you fuck around and see them on social media, see them on Facebook, where they have a grand old time with their friends, or they out here kicking it, or they with the next female or the next dude, but they never had time for you here, okay? All right, tell us more. Messages for my Scorpios, and one of y'all done blocked them. You ain't trying to fool with this person right now. All right, tell us more. You were dealing with someone who never wanted to admit when they were wrong. Okay, so whenever this person would do something wrong to you, whether they didn't consider your feelings and something they said, or how they did, or how they reacted, or whatever this person did, Scorpio, they never apologize. This is what this means. So for some of you, you still haven't received an apology from this person. You know what I'm saying? You still waiting to receive one because you were dealing with someone who didn't want to take accountability. If they did something wrong to you or said something wrong, Scorpio, that was your damn fault. They didn't see nothing wrong with it. There was nothing wrong with what this person did because remember, they didn't like to live in their reality. This is someone who wore a blindfold, but they like to peek down whenever the hell they got ready to. So as long as they wore this blindfold, they couldn't see that the things that they were saying or the things that they were doing or how they handled this connection, that it was actually hurting you. You see what I'm saying? It was making you feel some type of way. They didn't want to see that. They possibly put on this blindfold so they couldn't see their actions and how it's making you feel. All right, tell us more. Messages for my Scorpios. All right, I need to know the truth, but I feel like there is some type of truth. But I feel like even though for some of you, you may not be interested in this person, maybe you are, you know, but there is some type of truth. There is something that you know this person has been lying to you about, and they haven't been 100% truthful about. And I feel like until this person tells you or speaks their truth, like you're not really interested in no reconciliation. You're not interested in anything this person has to say unless they want to step to you and speak their truth here. For some of you, this could be a same-sex relationship here. All right, then we have father figure. Okay, for some of you, this can be about a masculine. This can be someone who either has kids or they can be playing a father role in another household or in another dynamic. Okay, so this can be someone who got step kids, you know, or maybe they got god kids or something. They have their own kids here. All right, so let's pull just a little bit more. Messages for my Scorpios. Tell us just a little bit more. For some of you guys, this is your soulmate here. This is the energy that you felt from this person. You felt like it was always destined for you and this person to be together, and it was because for some of you guys, this was your twin. You know, you shared a deep bond. You felt like it was something very significant, very special about this connection that you shared, okay? All right, tell us just a little bit more. So we know that someone here had multiple options. All right, you were not the only one that they were dealing with here. And they also could have been suffering from addictions. All right, this could have been someone who drank excessively. They did drugs. They smoked weed. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with smoking shit. I smoke too, but shit, when you smoke and drink and do things to the point to where you can't function and you're not living your life and you're not doing the things you're supposed to do, that's when it becomes a problem here. Okay. So you could have been dealing with someone that was a father figure. Maybe this person had a lot of responsibilities. They could have had a lot of kids they had to take care of, and maybe they used to drink to cope with their pain, okay? If this is someone who didn't want to face reality and the things that were really going on around them, maybe they used to drink and smoke and do drugs to cope with their reality here, okay? All right, for some of you guys, their family and friends know about this situation, okay? So they can be good or bad because these can be people that's either trying to help or hurt this situation between you and them, okay? But there are family and friends that do know about this connection. Why? Because you're dealing with someone who is ready to give you reciprocity. You're dealing with someone, Scorpio, that is now ready to give you an equal give and take. So I feel like if there are family and friends that do know about you and this connection, they're giving this person good advice. They're telling this person how to come towards you, how to possibly make things right. Because remember, this is someone who made you question your worth because they never had time for you. They never wanted to take accountability and apologize for you. You were dealing with a player, someone who was dealing with other people as well as you. They didn't want to reveal their true selves to you. So, like, these people are giving this person advice about, hey, you got a lot of shit to clean up here. You did a lot of effed up things when it came to Scorpio, okay? We can see why Scorpio is blocking you right now. We can see why they don't want to talk to you right now, why they don't want to deal with you because of what you did. So whoever this person is, Scorpio, they are definitely going to have to learn to take accountability for themselves, not only just with you, but for every decision that they've made in their whole entire life here, okay? All right, y'all. So let's see who this reading is about for my Scorpios. I love you guys. All right, so you can be dealing with heavy Leo, Aquarius, Taurus. Messages for my Scorpios. Who is this reading about? Ooh, we got heavy Leo, Scorpio, Cancer. So definitely a Leo someone here was dealing with, or maybe you're a Scorpio that has Leo placement. And then we have heavy Virgo, Scorpio, and Gemini. All right, you guys, I love you. And until next time, stay blessed.